Hey wrestling fans, this is Rick from rickswrestlingblog.com. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about the game that I put up there for Night of Champions 2014. Here we go. John Cena, Brock Lesnar for the world title. Part 2. Hey, this pay-per-view is actually looking pretty good. Some of the matches on here are pretty good, and we need to go through them. But hey, the matches for the game, the game is actually all set up with all the matches, and it's up on the internet. It's up on my website. Just go to rickswrestlingblog.com. Go under Wrestling Games, under pay-per-view, and then go ahead and find 2014 Night of Champions game. Click on it, download it. It's just an Excel format, and play along. Now, just so you know, there's 8 matches so far named, and so they haven't mentioned which one, if any of those, will actually be the pre-show. So what I did was I left one blank space in there for the pre-show, because I'm hoping they're gonna throw a pre-show in there, and it's not gonna be any of the 8 that were currently scheduled already. So the one that I'm thinking they might put in there is the Swagger Bo Dallas, because as of today, that's not an official match for Night of Champions yet. So we'll see what they decide, and maybe they'll go ahead and make that one the pre-show. And if so, I left it blank so you can just enter it. Alright, so let's talk real quick about these matches. So, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. A match I am looking forward to, a match that I do want to see. The only thing is that, Dean Ambrose has been out for a while. And, I got to be honest, for me, Roman Reigns isn't as great as someone like a Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is so unpredictable. He's actually a lot of fun to watch, and honestly, I hope Ambrose returns at the pay-per-view, and I hope he comes in and goes after Seth again. We need to see these guys duke it out again. So I'm really looking forward to that. As for Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, the match itself, I'm actually thinking that Seth Rollins will actually lose this match, because I'm thinking maybe Dean will actually return on time for this pay-per-view and possibly cause Seth to lose. I don't see Roman Reigns losing, because right now he's the guy that WWE wants to really build up. So I just don't see him losing any matches, not anytime soon. So we'll see what happens. Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton. A good match. I like the fact that they have two veterans kind of coming against each other. But to me, I'm pretty sure it's probably around time that Jericho is going to be leaving for his, playing his in his rock group or going home or something. But it's probably about that time for him to take some time off again. So I'm guessing that Randy Orton's going to come out here. He's just going to, the old Viper's coming back again. And so it's going to make just Orton look better. So I'm thinking that Orton is here to win. Jericho would lose this match, and Orton, starts to pick up a little momentum again. Now, in the meantime, I think Jericho might actually be gone after the pay-per-view. I don't know that for sure. It's just a guess on my part. All right. Mark Henry versus Rusev. All right. This is another match that I've been looking forward to. However, I do not see them having Rusev lose yet. I don't think... I was pretty disappointed when the WWE chose to let Rusev beat Swagger. Now, at the pay-per-view, I thought it was kind of at least cool that Swagger passed out. He never gave up. He didn't get pinned. So that's good. However, they kept on Raw and SmackDown and, having these guys wrestle each other. And so now it got a little bit old the way they were doing it. And culture wasn't around for a little while. But now they switched the storyline anyway. So technically Rusev beat Swagger, which, to me just was not cool. I don't see Mark Henry beating Rusev either. Okay, Mark Henry is pretty much here to make the younger look good anyway. So I'm thinking they're just going to continue to build up Rusev. I don't know how long, maybe till WrestleMania. Maybe WrestleMania will be the big match. I don't know, we'll see. But unless Rusev is going to go up against someone like a Cena or possibly Roman Reigns, I don't see Rusev losing anytime soon. Alright, The Miz versus Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. Honestly, I have no interest in this match whatsoever. I expect Ziggler to retain the title. I don't know how much longer they're going to keep Ziggler with the title. I think he's going to probably lose it soon. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. I'd like to see Ziggler actually continue with that title for a while. But this Miz-Ziggler match, that just does nothing for me, really. Paige versus AJ versus Nikki. kind of, in a way, it's kind of like, why? Why throw Nikki in this match? To me, Paige and AJ have good chemistry. They're putting on some good matches. And to throw Nikki into the mix now, nah. My guess is that Brie Bella's going to come in, interfere with Nikki, and Nikki will not win. In fact, Nikki's probably the one that's going to get pinned, which will then push the AJ versus Paige probably for the next pay-per-view again, one-on-one, hopefully this time. And of course, obviously, they're building up for a Nikki versus Brie, but I'm just not sure when they plan to do this. So we'll see. Sheamus versus Cesaro. Hey, big fan of Sheamus, big fan of Cesaro. I like the fact that they're starting to push Cesaro again. Okay, they really should have kept doing something with him for a while, but obviously recently he had been on a downward. Here's the thing with this match. Why are they going to give Cesaro a U.S. title? That's the title that he held for almost a year, and was a great champion at it. But, I mean, if you're going to move the guy up, why don't you give him at least the Intercontinental title? Or have him contend for the world title. I don't see Cesaro not winning this match. I think he will become your new U.S. champion, and Sheamus will actually lose. And hopefully, Sheamus will also move to that world title side of things. But we'll see. We'll see what the WWE has in mind. Lately, it hasn't been anything that I've been too excited about with this U.S. title. They just really haven't done anything with it. All right. Usos versus Goldust and Stardust. Now, the Usos have been champions for quite a while now, so they're due to lose that title soon. Now, if it wasn't for the leg injury, I would say that Goldust and Stardust were probably going to lose this match. Just continuing to build up the Usos to being this great tag team. However, now that the leg injury and it's wrapped up for one of the Usos here, and I think they're just going to use that as the excuse as to why Goldust and Stardust will become our new tag team champions, which I'm excited about. I really would like them to be champions. I've wanted them to be the tag team champions for quite a while, so we'll see what happens. I'm predicting that they will win. And the last match, John Cena, Brock Lesnar rematch. Great rematch. They're hyping it up a lot, and they have to try to push this because, such, I don't want to call it slaughter, but I mean, hey, if Cena took such a beating, well, why would they repeat that? So, definitely John Cena's going to do much better in this match, but he's not going to win. He's going to lose again, and he's still going to take somewhat of a beating, because they're going to keep making Brock Lesnar look great. They want to build him up for someone to take him down. And who's going to take him down? The only ones right now that I can see taking him down is one, Roman Reigns, again, okay, because he's their chosen guy. Honestly, I would love to see Daniel Bryan come back. Don't think that's happening soon, but he would be the other one I'd love to see him, take down Brock Lesnar. Outside of that, you don't really have any real top competitors. Not for Brock Lesnar. You don't have anyone at that caliber yet, So I'm guessing it's only going to be between Bryan and Reigns. And one of those two will probably beat him and win the title back. And I'm thinking that they may actually postpone it all the way to WrestleMania. We'll see if they're going to go that route. Maybe, maybe not. But who knows? I know that Brock Lesnar is a little bit pricey, so I don't know how much they want to continue to throw his way, and especially for every pay-per-view to continue to hold this title all the way until WrestleMania. I don't see that happening because he's getting paid for his appearances and stuff, or for so many appearances on this contract, and guy's kind of pricey. So if he shows up on Raw, obviously he's getting paid. That's one of his appearances. Anyway. The pay-per-view is looking really good. I'm really hoping that they add the Jack Swagger, Bo Dallas for the pre-show. And I think, I'm excited about this one because I think this Night of Champions looks better than last year's Night of Champions, which was not too bad either. But I think it's got a lot of things going for it. And then leading into the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Hell in the Cell? Is that Hell in the Cell? I think it is. So, and obviously Hell in the Cell is always a good pay-per-view. That's always a good draw. So I'm expecting a lot of good things from this pay-per-view. And so we'll see what happens. Again, the game is ready. It's on the website. Go ahead and download it and print it. Play it. On the website, I also put, some of the rules on how to play it. And just a couple of the little contents in there. So feel free to read through that. And that's it. We will see you next time in our next video. All right, take care. Bye.